And welcome back to the Cox Sports Coach's Corner here, coming to you live from Pizza Inn. We've got our defensive player of the week, Amajai Martin. Congratulations on being selected. I think you've probably been a candidate several times this year, though, but knew it was only a matter of time before we had you here eating pizza with us and getting over it. Talk a little bit about your game on Friday night. We'll start with that first. You almost got a pick. I thought you had a pick. That ball was right there. I think you were ready to take that one to the house, enjoying that though. But just talk a little bit about your game and your seat, your gear this year, and all, and what it's been like.
Just going off last game, I feel like we had a pretty good game defensively. Not just me, but everybody. And then another thing about the whole season is playing on the defense. I'm just happy that we all got that team, and our pursuit is way better than last year. Everybody wants to get tackles and stuff, so I just feel like our last game was great. Each season was going great, and so we can keep playing like that.
Talk about the speed this defense has got, and I look at it that there's been several times in most cases, and maybe in some previous years against Broome, that people have gotten in the open field, they probably would have gone, and y'all have run them down. And I think that probably goes back to the success y'all had last year in track.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. A main component of our speed getting way better this year is got a lot of track guys on the defense. So you got me, Taquan, Tristan, Trey Sean, Darren, John. Those are just some of the track guys on the defensive side. You got some on the offensive side as well. But yeah, I think it's really, we all came together. We did really good track last year, and it shows on the field now.
Do you think that the track experience there has helped you this year and all, maybe made you a little bit quicker, or how do you think that track helps you with your football?
Yeah, well, obviously, us, Coach Sully, he always gets on that certain track, so it's he makes sure, he's always making sure that, we're working as hard as we can, and obviously, as you can see, everybody can see, it's made us way faster on the field. Me personally, like I said, it made me way faster. It helped me with my cuts and stuff, and breaking down on the ball and all that, so yeah.
And I think Coach Derberry will agree with me on this one right here. The years that Broome has been really good in football, they've been really good in track and had a lot of the guys on there though. And again, I personally think I've been doing Broome football games now for 18 years, that this is one of the best defensive Broome teams I have seen in a long time. Y'all, you're as fun to watch as the guys over on the offensive side of the ball. But I have fun watching both units play this year, and it's really neat. When you go on defense, that you had some goal line stands the other night, and just seem to be getting. They're fun to call because it's hard to call because you got so many people getting in on the tackles. That we try to get the guys who made first contact, and then have to try to name the supporting cast though. But it's been really good though. All right, I got to ask this question right here. That you were within an eyelash, two questions. You were within an eyelash last year to win the state championship in the 4x400. Who ran the anchor leg on that? Amajai, all right, I like it.
What?
The anchor leg on the 4x400 relay.
Yeah.
On there, though. So just really won that. And he also was a region champion in the 220 last year, too.
Amajai was a region champion in the 200. I was a region champion in the 400.
All right, that brings me to the big question. Who, if y'all wind up out there on the track right now, who wins the race between the two of you?
I think it depends on the race, because I feel like the 200 is way more his race, but the 400, that's me.
Beat the 400, what about the 100?
What you want to do?
What about the 100?
The 100? Oh, that's me. That's me.
Those guys.
I'm winning.
We can win 100. You're not about it. 100.
Long story short, I'm winning.
I think it'd be a close. I think it would be a close race. Well, I ran track in high school too. That I was born with the hurdles there, but I remember the first time ever in track practice, they put me out there with a guy who ended up being one of the 400 meters, our best 400 meters guy when I was at Spartan High there too. I'd never run a 400. It was a 440 back then. I'd never run one before. I didn't realize that you got to kind of pace yourself a little bit because you're going a long distance. I beat him that day because he didn't know him more than I did, and he died on the back stretch. When he made the turn, he was out of gas. I did cross the line, though, but that's a hard race to run because you got to run it fast, but you got to have something left to finish.
Yeah, for me, especially on the 400, for me, really compared to when I first started and when last year, Coach Shirley definitely helped me learn how to run it better. So really what I do, I start off really fast on the first curve. I kind of let go a little bit on the back end stretch, and then I go around the other curve. Then once I get to like the 150, 200 mark, I just speed up and I give it all I got and keep going.
Alrighty, well let's get into some fun questions for you right here. All right, I'm gonna go back to my old stack with you tonight here. If you could be anybody for a day, who would you want to be?
I'll say
Trade places with anybody in the world, who would you want to be?
I'll probably say
The Rock. Okay. All right. Why would you want to be The Rock?
I don't know. He rich, he famous.
There you go. Yep. I like The Rock. All right. If you could actually talk to anybody, past, present, whoever, who would you want to talk to, and what would you talk about?
I probably want to talk to Brian. Eagles safety.
Yep.
I just want to talk about football. That's all I talk about now, so I just want to talk to everybody.
Okay. All righty. Let's see right here what I've got for you. What is your most embarrassing moment? Do you have a most embarrassing moment?
Well, what I can think of off the top of my head right now, and it's really because he just sat right here in front of me, but when we was on JV, I was a freshman, he was a 10th grader, he was on JV, we was practicing, and Amajai stepped on me, and then everybody talked about it for the whole rest of our JV season. I never lived it down until this year, because that's probably one of the most embarrassing moments I
Never let you down. Okay. Do you have any phobias? Are there anything that you're afraid of? Not like clowns. So I take it you don't go out on Halloween then, if you don't like clowns.
I mean, I do, but I like to go to haunted houses and stuff, but I try to steer clear of clowns. I don't do clowns.
All right, that leads me to my next thing. If you had to spend the night in a haunted house, who would you want to take with you?
I'll probably say Stephen Odell.
Definitely. That's a given.
D.T. Thompson.
That's a pretty good one, too.
And then probably J-Mac.
Okay. All right.
Strong guys, I know.
Those are going to be your bouncers right there. They will fight off any ghosts that you can find right now. Have you ever changed a tire before in your life?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Can you drive a step shift? No. Okay. That's what I learned, though. That's kind of crazy that nobody really knows how to drive it, but I learned how to drive a pickup truck. It was the first thing I ever drove in a mail car, so I'm kind of used to having the clutch. All right, while we're on the topic with Halloween and all that, do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do 100 push-ups?
Like in a row?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know a whole lot of people that could do that. All right. What's your favorite color?
Either purple or
Okay. All right. I've just given you the honor of designing Broome's uniforms. Tell me what your Broome uniform looks like.
So I'm gonna go kind of like salute to the service jersey. I'll be blue numbers. I'll be blue centurions or blue purple, and then
Trimmed in Vegas. Like with blue and gold stripes. Okay. How about your helmet? What's your helmet going to look like?
I want to say like a matte black. Kind of like our matte gold right now, just black.
I'm going to old card.
Would it be the shiny black with silver and with gold and the other things on that too? That looked good. I've been hard kicking for that one for years. I'm trying to talk Coach Anderson into that one, but I did love when y'all wore the service thing. I thought that the Vegas gold pants and that brought out the Vegas golden numbers. I thought that was sharp. Do you? I'm a firm believer that a black uniform makes you look mean. It makes you play with an attitude. And I know being a defensive guy, you got to love that too. When you go out there and have that, you know, you just look mean in it all black.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right, let's see right here what we can do. We're going to get into some of the either and or questions right here. First of all, heads or tails? Tails never fails. And I knew when we got the ball first on Friday night, I knew what was called because who called it on Friday night? All right, there we go. Amajai called it there. I knew it was going to be tails, and I told people on the air, I said, he called tails tonight. That's why we got the ball first. I said, that's a given right there. So we knew why we had the ball first on what was the call on the heads and tails there. All right, ACC or SEC?
I'm going to say
Okay, you like the ACC teams.
I'm a Clemson fan.
Okay, well, I won't hold that against you. We'll give you a mulligan on that one right there, though. Let's see what else I've got on here. Hamburgers or hot dogs? Okay. Let's see what the other ones are on here. Would you rather, are you a small town guy or a big city guy?
I say.
Is that what you would prefer to be with that? Would you want to live in a small town or would you rather live in a big city?
Yeah, I'd rather live in a small town because I grew up in California, so like I'm used to it.
Cowpens, that's a metropolitan area, isn't it? The big city of Cowpens? I'm just kidding you. I'm giving you a hard time with that one right there. All right, Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Christmas? Your favorite, okay? All right, which do you like best, breakfast, lunch, or supper?
Breakfast.
Okay. Are you a GQ guy that likes to dress up, or are you more of a relaxed, casual guy?
I'd probably say
Okay. A sports car or pickup truck? Okay. So with that, let's see. Are you an early morning guy or late night guy?
Definitely late night.
And last but not least on our questions, would you rather be a guy who was happy and only could live for 50 years, or a guy who was unhappy to live forever?
I'll say a guy that was happy because of
Okay. And I'm going to throw one more at you right here. Would you rather be the best player on a bad team or the worst player on a good team?
I'll say probably the worst player.
Okay. All righty. That was kind of funny. Tristan's answer was he wanted to be the best player on a bad team. And I got to throw one more out there for you, for one of your defensive colleagues. I said, would you rather hit the lottery or win state championships?
Win state championship. I mean,
Tristan didn't either. He said, I'm taking the money and running.
I mean, everybody want to win the lottery, but
It's only money.
yeah,
It's only money.
I can make the money.
There you go. So, our player of the week, and you still got 2 more weeks to try to win it again. Amajai Martin, great season. Keep up the good work, and always enjoy having you come be our player of the week. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.